here tonight, you have two great speakers coming up. And the first one has really become a friend of mine. He's one of the authors of The Children Speak. He's an author and he's an artist. His name is Simeon. And Simeon is here tonight. He drove all the way from Toronto. And we're so thankful that he would come up here. Simeon joined me on stage at two events, one in Ottawa and another one at Nathan Phillips Square in Toronto. And when he spoke at Nathan Phillips Square, he actually used French in part of his speech. And Simeon, at 12 years old, I just want to confirm his age, he's been a birthday since Nathan Phillips Square.
October.
At 12 years old, people were chanting for him to be the Prime Minister. They said he speaks so eloquently and he's bilingual, he should be our next Prime Minister. Clean house. Get rid of the hackers. Get rid of the organism hackers that devalue our life, that abuse us, that coerce us, that harm us. But we will win. I was really moved to essentially quarterback this book. There's a foreword by Dr. Roshan A. Killian that's excellent, that talks about the mental and emotional harm of what's been happening by the hackers. Let's call it what they are, the evil government, public health authority. And so I reached out on social media and said, hey, listen, anybody from the ages of like 5 to 16 to 18, if you're interested in writing an essay to share your experiences in the last 2 years, how you've been harmed, how you've been hurt through isolation and mass and coercion, the friction you've had with your friends, come forward and write this. And Simeon wrote one of the most eloquent essays. I was like, wow, I don't think I was that smart when I was 12. That's amazing. And he speaks eloquently, and he's a great artist. And we will both be at the back. There's no pressure as far as the books are concerned. We have both books today. The second one, Children Speak, and also Life in Medicine, where I expose the dark side of medicine that I woke up to rather than from the outside looking in. So please give it up for Simeon, the author, the artist, and future Prime Minister of Canada.
Hi everyone, my name is Simeon and I am 12. On my way coming here, I remember talking about my mom and telling her that I never thought my life would be like this. I never knew that I was once going to wake up and then soon enough at 12 years old, close to a teenager, that a lockdown would happen and everyone would be crazy. Nobody would think straight, everyone would have their head in fog. It's a very challenging time. Then again, I also felt like one of those people who have always been there to help others, because then I would help others to see the truth and tell them that it's possible to not think that it's not really, to turn back and find the real truth. Living in a time like this can be stressful. Work can pile up. We can't enjoy ourselves much and can't travel to see relatives unless we take an injection. The mission as of this year and many more to come is to spread the truth so that everyone can see the truth and know who the traitors really are. I would like to thank Imad again for inviting me once more so that I can spread the truth. I made some errors on the space that I did at Nathan Phillips Square, so I'm going to correct them. I accidentally said Melinda Gates instead of Melinda Carol Howells. I was thinking of the bad version, so I accidentally made a slip and said Melinda Gates. And it was Jim Carol Howells who had cancer. I don't reach the age requirement to vote for a party. I want to tell the adults here to vote for the Party of Ontario. Ever since 2020, they have been fighting for freedom and making it possible for Ontarios all over the world to have a way out of this mess. They've defended for us, fought for us, and even sacrificed for us. So we shouldn't let it go to waste. Vote for the new Party of Ontario for a chance to get out of the shenanigans. I want to thank you all for coming here to listen to me speak. And I will be signing books where Imad is. May God bless you all. I'm going to read stories of children authors, like myself, who have suffered from the lockdown. I know many of you tell my mom that you are not into politics. Well, let me tell you, as a child who has been affected by the lockdown, politics is what got us here. Many adults like my mother were not into politics. But just like her, they see the importance of caring about politics. And I'm now going to read to you about children's right to express their feelings, and it isn't positive. I want the adults to do everything in their power to not let this happen again. Now, I'm going to, like before, I'm going to read this in French as it is the language that I have been learning. Salut tout le monde, je m'appelle Simeon et j'ai 12 ans. Barrie à une époque comme celle qui peut être stressante. Le travail s'accumule, nous ne pouvons pas nous amuser beaucoup et ne pouvons pas voyager pour voir de parents à moins de prendre une injection. Ma mission à partir de cette année a bien d'autres à venir et de répondre la vérité. Pour que tout le monde puisse voir la vérité et savoir qui sont vraiment les traités. Je voudrais encore remercier Emma de m'avoir invité à dire une fois de plus la vérité. J'ai fait quelques erreurs dans le discours que j'ai prononcé à Maple Square. Je vais dans le courrier. J'ai accidentellement dit Melinda Gates à l'eau de Belinda Carahalios. Je pensais à la mot d'argent, alors j'ai accidentellement dit Melinda Gates. Et c'était Jim Carahalios qui avait un cancer. Je n'ai pas atteint l'âge requis pour voter pour une partie. Mais je veux dire aux adultes ici présents de voter pour le nouveau Parti bleu de l'Ontario. Depuis 2020, ils se battent pour la liberté et permettant aux Ontariens de sortir de ce gâchis. Ils n'ont en dépendance sans battre pour nous et s'ils sont sacrifiés pour nous. Nous ne devons donc pas nous laisser de ce point de vue. Votez pour le nouveau Parti bleu de l'Ontario. Pour avoir une chance de sortir de ces menaces dangereuses. Je tiens à vous remercier d'être venus ici pour m'être parlé et je signe les livres au sein de documents qui doivent vous bénir histoire. Je vais lire des histoires d'enfants autres comme moi qui ont souffert de confinement. Je sais que beaucoup d'enfants vous disent à ma mère que vous n'étiez pas en politique. Eh bien, laissez-moi vous dire que, enfant, vous avez été touché par le confinement. La politique est ce que nous a amené ici. Beaucoup d'autres, comme ma mère, n'étaient pas en politique. Mais tout comme elle, ils voyaient l'importance de se souvenir de la politique. Je vais maintenant vous lire des enfants qui ont exprimé leurs sentiments et ce n'est pas positif. Je veux que les adultes fassent tout ce qui est une loi pour que celle ne se reproduise plus. I'm going to read one of the parts of one of the children authors, age 16. Just saying, don't see we're hurting. Hear the cries behind the masks. Hear the cries behind the masks, behind the bars. We cannot breathe. We cannot speak up for fear of being silenced, being told our pain doesn't matter. It's for the good of others. Don't you see we are hurting? See the tears behind the screens. See the tears behind the screens, behind the bars. We cannot see you. We cannot go in person because we are sick. But we are only sick emotionally, unable to see a doctor because of a medical condition. The irony is limitless, and so is the pain. Look at the dying. Look at the dying stuck at home. We are all alone, no one allowed to visit, being told our death is not important enough. We are dying too. Feel the hand so cold to the touch. Feel the hand so cold from the lack of touch. Being told we would get sick, but we are only sick emotionally. We have not hugged in years and we'll never hug again. Because of the lingering fear. Love your neighbor, but we ain't feeling the love. Hear the cries from our beds. Hear the cries from our beds, not wanting to get up. See our unmade beds, our unshowered cells. They took our motivation to keep living. They took our lives. See the people suppressed with fear. See the people suppressed with fear, unable to walk outside. For fear of being fined for living. Being told what we can and cannot do. We do not make decisions for ourselves anymore. Because being told we do not matter enough to go to the doctor after a year of living with unanswered illness. Being told we are a virus because we did not take the shot. Being told we can't eat here, but not there or there. Being told we cannot work, cannot get an education. Being told we cannot leave our houses except for necessities. Is our freedom not a necessity? Hear the cries behind the mask. Hear the cries behind the mask. Behind the bars, we cannot breathe. And there's one more poem from someone who's age 14. He made 3 of them, and I'm going to say them all. I want to thank all of these 2 people and all the people in the book for standing up and saying what they want to say, so they can spread the truth and let everyone else know it's not just them, everyone else is hurting. So poetic expressions, hypothetical truth. What do you do when you lose hope? Hanging on for like at the end of your rope. When you were able to touch the skies, now everything's a fleeting dream of lies. The horror is coming from the abyss, and in the air, something's truly amiss. Living in a never-ending nightmare, the only starts when you have woken up. Disappointment is now everywhere, and you can tell just by his stare that he just doesn't care, and how that fills your heart with fear. What do you do when you're on the cliff's edge? And that the abyss down deep below is hungry, and it's you it wishes to swallow. Others feel sorrow if I wasn't around for tomorrow. The other one is opposites attract. Love, a positive anomaly. Hatred, a negative entity. Home, a place for the happy. Streets, a road for the lonely. Life, a source of vitality. Death, a memory of vitality. Freedom, a fantasy. Imprisonment and reality. Stars, smaller and farther. Sun, bigger and closer. Male, a young father. Female, a young mother. You, what I once desired. Me, but just too tired. Allies, people worth keeping. Enemies, monsters worth destroying. Mother, your protector. Father, your teacher. Water can be warm or cold. Fire, very hot is what we are told. Bravery, so very old. Cowardice, not for the bold. Smile how you express happiness and content. Frown how you express sadness but with no comment. Letters, written communication. Words, another variation of the created situation. Then impress, us distress.
Wow.
And the last one, the price of love is living. Why don't the sun ever set as I run? Being forgotten and bound to this corpus, as if lost to everything and everyone without a singular meaning and purpose. Beating myself down, looking for a way. Why do I even think of myself for you? As if I never reminded myself today, maybe this time I'll be due. I realized too late that something was love wrapped in thorns. My very own thorns were my failing, yet keeping hope, forlorn. Goodbye, my fading innocence. Goodbye, at my expenses. How can I be enough to just be proud and be without the expense of a lily? Those are the poems of a 14-year-old who is expressing their pain just in simple poem form. And one book reading of one of the 16-year-olds who is also expressing one of their voices. There is many more, but those are the people I've decided to read for today. I'm glad that you have all sat here and listened to me speak, as most of the kids and children here are suffering, and then I'm here to tell them they're not alone. There's many other people here. God bless you all.
Oh, look around, look around. Thank you. Thank you, Sims.
Thank you so much. A well-deserved standing ovation. I think you would have got a standing ovation in Ottawa and Nathan Phillips Square, except everybody was already standing. Wow. Thank you so much. And he drove all the way from Toronto to speak for these few minutes. And I also want to honor Opa. Opa, his mom. Opa has been a perseverant, passionate freedom fighter, a godly woman that trained her son to be who he is. And how are we going to change? How are we going to change this? How are we going to bring the truth back? How are we going to shine the truth? And that is to be active in speaking and propagating truth. Opa is entering politics as she is a candidate for the New Blue Party, stands for truth, and that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Seems like politics may be in the genes when we see Simeon as Prime Minister one day. I have the absolute honor to introduce to you